Hi Aquarius, welcome to January 2023. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and before I start your reading, I want to go over some astrology. So this month we have a full moon in Cancer on January 6th. Mars goes direct in Gemini on the 12th. January 18th we have Mercury moving direct in Capricorn. And then on January 21st we have a new moon in your sign. And then January 22nd, Uranus, your ruling planet, one of them, moves direct in Taurus. So planets are coming back online this month. And things should start to shift and move. So that'll be a good start to the new year. Okay, let's see. What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships? For January 2023. What does Aquarius need to know? About love and relationships for January 2023. The Seven of Swords, the Justice card, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Page of Wands. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So you're starting out the month with the Seven of Swords energy, with the Justice card. So maybe you feel that the Seven of Swords energy could be someone who's, it has several meanings. One, you could feel like someone's trying to take something from you. Like maybe you feel like someone's trying to not being honest with you or not telling you the whole story. It's got a sneaky kind of energy. But it also can represent you not seeing or facing something, like you're sweeping things under the rug. So you need to look deeper. Don't try to avoid conflict. Try to work things out, like bring things out in the open. It can also mean that whatever you're involved in, you have to keep things quiet or secret at this time. You have the Justice card here. So this could mean you're in the middle of some legal situation. Maybe you're feeling like you're being mistreated, or because sometimes the justice, you may feel like you're being treated unfairly, or there's a sense of injustice in a relationship. Maybe you feel like your partner's not being fair, or you're concerned that your partner's not, being honest, like you're questioning their honesty. The Justice card can also mean that if you're waiting for an outcome, like if you're going through a divorce or something, there will be a fair outcome. So just go with the flow. This is also a card of karma. So you could be involved with someone that you feel you have like this karmic connection. And if you're waiting to hear, like for an outcome of something, you're going to hear news about it. And it could be good news, even though you're worried about it. Because you have the Nine of Cups here. So you have several nines, actually. Well, you have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. The good thing is the Nine of Swords it's a worry energy. It's a mental stress energy. But it's on its way out. It's fading. The Nine of Cups energy is a wish fulfillment energy. So I feel like you could be connecting with someone, even though right now you may feel like you're not sure who to trust. I think you could be connecting with someone that you could have a strong relationship with. You have the Emperor and the Empress energy in the reading. They're like, natural partners. You could be, but you have to step up to the plate. You have to take responsibility. You have to be this Emperor energy in a relationship. Like you can't avoid responsibility. So if you've been kind of putting a relationship on the fence, thinking like, I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know where I want to go with it. Because justice could even mean like, Maybe somebody wants a commitment like marriage, and you're avoiding it. You're avoiding making that commitment. And so then you're wondering, am I going to lose my partner? If, you're kind of like, it's like you're being the ostrich. You're sticking your head in the ground. So you have to decide this month, what do I really want in a relationship? With the Nine of Swords, there could be some guilt. So I don't know, for some of you, you might have done something maybe you're not happy about or you feel guilty about. And you may need to talk about it. Because the Nine of Swords energy is worry and sometimes guilt. It could also mean you worry, like it could be like an illness. But I feel like you're recovering. I think most of what's happening is mental stress because you've been working really hard. You have this Ten of Wands energy, like you feel like you've been carrying this heavy burden. But I feel like you're ready to put that burden down. Because the Ten of Wands means you're at the end of this burden. So you're ready you've been working really hard. Maybe you've neglected your relationships because you've been caught up with other things that have been stressing you mentally. And you haven't had time to devote to a relationship. You could be thinking of taking your business or career in a new direction. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here. You have the King of Pentacles here, so you could be dealing with an earth sign and also maybe a fire sign because you have the Page of Wands. And I mean, it could be any sign, but I feel like the King of Pentacles is someone, usually it's a good card when it comes to partnership because the King energy and the Pentacle energy means someone reliable, someone that is there for you, that, they don't make false promises. If they say they're going to do something, they do it. They care very much. They can be a little materialistic, but they care about providing for the people they love. So they want to have a happy home and a family. They want to make enough money to have that roof over your head, and give you everything that you feel that you need. So this could be, but this is in your negative thinking sector. So I don't know why. For some reason, you're kind of you're doubting this person, or you're feeling, I don't know if this is going to work, or you're worried about the relationship. But you have the Nine of Cups here, so you can make something work. You just have to tap into this Emperor energy or the Empress energy. The Empress is about home and family and abundance and creating that security, creating that home and family. Maybe you're afraid it's going to be too much work, or it's not what you're looking for. You want more, you're afraid of being tied down. So you've been kind of on the fence with the relationship. But I feel like with the Nine of Cups, you can get what you're wishing for. You can manifest the relationship you want. But you just have to be honest. You have to have, come clean, kind of, and sit down and have a talk with the person. If there's someone you're interested in, you may need to communicate with them. Because I'm seeing, with the Eight of Pentacles also, you could take a relationship in a new direction and have a new beginning, or even have a new beginning with someone else. The Magician is here in your wish fulfillment. That's a card of manifestation, making something happen. Let your thoughts create your reality. So you have to believe that something is possible. You have to have more faith in yourself and leave worry behind. I feel like there's a message coming in. You have this Page of Wands energy. So the message, you might hear from someone, or you yourself might reach out to someone. If you're waiting for news, I feel like the news is going to be positive. So if you're worried, like if I reach out, maybe you're afraid to reach out, afraid that the news won't be positive. So I think I would take a chance and reach out if there's a situation you need to discuss with a lover or partner. Whatever happens, justice will be done. I feel like that, though, that you're connected with someone. You have a very strong attraction to this person. And even if you're not in a relationship, even if it's just a friendship, I feel like there's some kind of karma involved that keeps drawing you back together. And if you want to make this relationship work, you can. But you have to start seeing it in a more positive way and don't give in to worry. I think you could build something solid with this person and maybe have a new start. Maybe you need to have more work-life balance where you give energy to the relationship as much as you give to your work. I feel like you've been distracted by other burdens, or things have been just weighing on you, both mentally and physically. So maybe there are certain things you need to face within yourself before you can make this decision. But justice is here, which means there'll be a fair outcome. No matter what happens, a decision will be made, and the decision will be a fair one for both parties. So if you're leaving a relationship, there'll be a favorable outcome, maybe some good news, and your burden will be lifted. If you're looking for love, I feel like you're going to hear some good news, and you could connect on a very deep level with someone, and maybe have a new beginning in that partnership. So let's see what the angels have to say about your relationship. The best thing, though, is to just be honest. Lay your cards on the table. Speak up about what's bothering you, and maybe you can fix it. And expect a positive outcome. Guardian angel. Okay, so you're having trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. So if you feel like you've been through the mill and been treated unfairly, I feel like that's going to be changing, and there could be a more positive outcome this month. Things could be shifting. The energy could be shifting. And you can get your wish, but you have to believe that it's possible. This is the key. This Magician card is it's in the position of your hopes and your wishes. They're not going to just magically appear with the Magician, but the Magician is putting the power in your hands. It's telling you if you want something badly enough, you can have it, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to say, I have the skills, I have the talent, I have the ability to manifest whatever I'm wanting. And you have this king, this emperor and empress. I mean, that's like a good match. There's a potential good match, a karmic connection. So don't let worry stop you from believing in yourself or reaching out to someone that you care about. Because I think you can create. You can and ask the angels for help too. They can't intervene unless you ask. So if you say, please help me connect with this perfect partner, help me, patch things up with a person I've been estranged from, whatever the case is, let there be a positive outcome. I always say, this or something better when I'm asking for something from the universe, because sometimes you don't even know what you want, and you think you know what you want, but there is something better waiting for you. So say, give me this or something better, whatever is for my best interests. And I think you can manifest it this month. You've got the Nine of Cups, you've got the Magician, you've got these two cosmic partners, the Emperor and the Empress. And with this King of Pentacles, whoever you're connecting with, they can bring security and stability to your life. So believe, have faith, and you can manifest your dream. So let's see, what does the astrology have to say for you? So you have a full moon in your psychological and health houses. The full moon is in your 6th house. That's the house of work, but it's also the house of health. And it's opposing the sun in the 12th house. The sun is with Mercury and Pluto in your 12th house. So the 12th house is usually, that's known as the house of hidden enemies. It's known as, you could be dealing with, it's also a house of prisons, confinement, hospitals, psychological issues, psychological blockages. So anything that if you've been self-sabotaging, it could also be your blind spots. Now, when we have a full moon, it brings things to the surface. Whatever was hidden, it brings to light. So you may have certain realizations, psychological breakthroughs this month at this full moon, where you realize how you've been sabotaging yourself. Your thoughts, you have Mercury there, and Mercury's been retrograde, so maybe you have to rethink your strategy when it comes to health, when it comes to what you need to, like baggage, emotional baggage, what you need to leave behind. Mercury is also about communication. Maybe you need to talk about some things that have been worrying you. Communication. When you talk about something and you see it, you can heal it. And Pluto is there, so Pluto wants you to transform. Pluto's, it's like you're healing on deep levels with Pluto in the 12th house. You're having like a spiritual awakening with Pluto in the 12th house. But you have to go deep with Pluto. Pluto can bring up trauma, memories of trauma, and where you were deeply wounded in the past. But once you see those wounds and you see what needs to be seen, then you can heal and release, because the 12th house is like the end of the cycle, where you drop your baggage, you close out a cycle, you release the past, and then you come into the first house energy with a new slate. Like, okay, I'm dropping all this past, I'm closing all that out, I'm releasing all the past, I'm healing the past, and then I can move on and feel lighter and freer. Uranus is in your 4th house, and it's in favorable aspect to this full moon. So whatever's happening, whatever's coming to the surface, it could involve for home and family. Maybe childhood programming. You might be rethinking, your early childhood and certain problems that surround that were developed because of your upbringing, and you might be healing some deep family issues that have been programming you, and you've been running these unconscious programs because Uranus will free you from that baggage. It can also mean, with Uranus there in the North Node, that you may be wanting to move your when Uranus is in your 4th house, your where you live, it's kind of unstable. Like, you may feel restless, like, I want to move, I want to go somewhere else. Sometimes people think that if they move somewhere else, they're going to have a new life, a new start, but you're going to still take your baggage with you. So what you really have to do is, you can't run away from yourself. You have to solve, look at yourself and look at and do the psychological work and heal in the place that you're at, so that if you do move to a new place, you're not moving with all this baggage. You're starting fresh. And Uranus in the North Node, and the North Node there in Taurus, you're concerned about security. Uranus wants you to feel secure, but you may have some baggage to deal with before you can get to that place. Venus is going to be moving in. It's in Aquarius. It's going to be in your 1st house. So it's going to be attracting love. When Venus crosses your ascendant, it can bring an opportunity for love. In any case, you're going to look more attractive. You're going to be more charming. People are going to see you as more open to love. So it can bring love into your life. Saturn is also there, so you have been working hard. Maybe you've put up too much of a serious face to the world, and you're keeping people out. Like, people are looking at you like, oh, you're just too busy working, you're not interested in a relationship. So you may need to soften up a little bit, and Venus can help you do that. Don't be all work and no play. Don't be so serious. Lighten up. Let love in. Venus is trining Mars, and Mars is in your 5th house. If you don't have a relationship, when Mars goes through the 5th house, it can bring a sudden romance or some kind of an affair into your life. Because the 5th house is the house of romance, it's the house of creativity, it's the house of children. Mars has been there since, it's going to be there for 6 months. It's going to be leaving your 5th house in March. Right now it's been retrograde, so you may be rethinking, going back to old relationships, maybe you might be reconnecting with children from the past or lovers from the past. But when Mars goes direct this month on the 12th, if you feel that things were not moving, nothing was happening, things are going to start to happen. So there could be an opportunity to create more fun and joy in your life if you've been all work and no play. Jupiter's in the third house, so it just moved into Aries, and it's there with Chiron. It's not conjunct Chiron yet. It will be, eventually it will conjunct Chiron. But you have some healing to do with family, relatives, brothers and sisters. The third house is communication. It's siblings. It's your immediate environment. It's also your thought processes, how you communicate. So you may feel like reaching out to family members that you haven't talked to and maybe have some healing conversations. Maybe if you've had some kind of falling out or misunderstandings, you can patch things up while Jupiter is in the third house. It's giving you that opportunity. And Mars is giving you the courage because Mars is sextile Jupiter. So if there's someone you want to approach and you've been kind of like hesitant because you're not sure how their reaction is going to be, I would take the chance because Jupiter is giving you the luck and Mars is giving you the courage. Venus is also trining Mars. So you can come across as more charming. You have a greater chance of getting your way under these aspects, of reaching someone on a romantic level, or you just come. You're radiating love and charm. So take advantage of the astrology to go after what you want in love this month. Then we have a new moon in your sign on the 21st. So that's like, it's conjunct Pluto, which although it's like an out of sign conjunction, Pluto's like at 28 degrees Capricorn. It's at the very end of your 12th house. And this new moon is at the very beginning of Aquarius. So Pluto is influencing this new moon. You can make a powerful new beginning in your life with this new moon, where you're being seen in a different light. So if you want to make changes in your life, where you say like, I'm tired of being, I'm tired of the way of being seen in the world. I'm tired of the way I've been acting. I want to reinvent myself. I want to have a new start in life. Pluto can help you really transform on a deep level. Where as you release all that psychological baggage, I feel like you could be a new person. You could be reborn. And you've got Venus there and Saturn. Venus is going to come together with Saturn. So you may be thinking about making a commitment in a relationship. Or if anything, you're serious about the changes you want to make within yourself. You want to be taken seriously. You want to be seen as someone who is responsible, who can, go the distance, who can make a commitment, who can be responsible. And Saturn and Venus can help you. Like I said, Mercury is still in the 12th, but it's going direct. It's direct at this time. So if you want to reach out and communicate, it's time to speak up. Don't keep your thoughts and your words hidden. I feel like you need to communicate. You need to talk about the things that you've been carrying within, that you've been keeping things to yourself, and you need to release that energy. It can help you to heal. Definitely, you have Jupiter is moving closer to Chiron. You can start a relationship or romance if you just reach out and have that talk, and really communicate. You can have a healing conversation that could heal not only your relationship with your siblings, like brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, your immediate family, but also with a love interest. You have an opportunity to take action and have a new beginning in love. And that could be a new start with someone from the past. It could also be somebody new that's coming into your life. And you could have, because the 5th house is the house of romance, but it's also the house of fun, passion, creative self-expression. Maybe you get into a new creative project. If you're creative at all, if you do any art, music, anything creative, writing even, you'll have an opportunity to have more fun in your life. So if your life has been all work and no play, I feel like that's going to be changing too. But I feel that you need to work on you. Stop sweeping things under the rug. Don't be afraid to see the truth. And then work on what you need to work on. Fix what you need to fix. And then reach out and have a new start. Create that new start. You have an opportunity with this new moon in your sign to have a brand new beginning. And that could be because it can affect your relationships too, because you are changing within. You are being seen as someone different. You're releasing all that past baggage that's been holding you back, all your fears, or your childhood programming, anything that's been sabotaging your success is you can work on and release and really transform. So take advantage of that energy. It's very powerful this month. So that's my forecast, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, leave a comment. Click on the subscribe button if you want to be notified when I upload videos. If you want a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It will take you to my website and we can get you scheduled. In the meantime, thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and commenting. And if you're having a birthday this month in January, happy birthday, Aquarius. So have a wonderful January. Have a happy new year. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.